Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.
Welcome back, everyone. As a student of politics, I've always loved the phrase that all politics is local. And it really is, because when you think about it, it's the policies that affect us in our towns and our neighbors and our businesses that are the ones that will contribute to our success as a community and as individuals. Well, recently we found out that someone I've interviewed a couple of times related to the Libertarian Party, Christopher Schmidt, has announced that he's going to run for Congress in 21st District. Now, outside of the fact that you might want to have your brain scanned or something like
That's
that.
what everybody says.
It's, you're jumping into a rather big arena here.
Yeah, definitely.
And I thought it'd be very nice if we invited Chris back on again. And let's just talk about a few of the things that you feel are priorities, some of the things you're going to be working on. When did you make the announcement, Chris?
Right now we're making the announcement.
Okay,
over these past couple weeks we've been forming an exploratory committee, and we're going to get on the ballot hopefully next November. And some of the issues that I really want to focus on here in the North Country are obviously income taxes, the economy, our trade with Canada, our veterans' healthcare access, as well as everybody else's healthcare access, and what we're going to do with the power in Washington and how to bring it back to the people.
Now, the other times you've been on here, your ideology had a very distinctive sort of libertarian flair. Now, even when you just said that about your priorities for the 21st District, you went right to taxes right away.
Yes.
You know what? So give us a little more background on kind of a 30,000-foot level. You know, what is it about the federal government that makes you say, wait a minute, let's put the brakes on here?
Well, it's the same thing that everybody in the North Country is reasoning that type of mentality for. We're tired of the politicians in Washington controlling our lives. They're outspending what we make and putting the middle class more into debt, and the youth are taking on that burden. So,
Now, you know, a lot of politicians will say that. You know, nobody's going to say the opposite, and if they do, I think it means that they don't want to win. You know, but you know, given just the animosity right now in Washington, the lack of bipartisanship in
Exactly.
Washington, how do you accomplish anything?
well, we have to form smaller coalitions, focus on the goals that we need to get accomplished. We still have to continue working across the table. The two-party system, if they're voted in, we have to work with some of them. That's why we need a new voice in Washington. We need more new voices, and I think I can work across the table with my youthfulness. Sometimes maybe it's that craziness that everybody says, but I believe it's more of a optimism and hope for the future. So.
No, that's well said. You know, the opposite of that is pretty much what we see now. That's nothing to do with what party you believe in or what politician you believe in, but hate seems to be at the center of a lot of politics now. In my thinking, hate breeds hate, which breeds extremism. And you know, you're headed down the wrong path. And national news this week surely testified to that. What do you feel? How do you break that?
Well, obviously we have to do exactly what we're doing here and communicate between each other, have an open ear, and remain focused that we're humans and we're working together in the same community. This is all our country, and we have to work for some kind of common goal, and I personally think that's freedom. So,
yeah, I think so. What role should the federal government play?
I believe it's a limited role, but national security, defense of our borders, securing our rights as well, things like that.
You know, protecting the Constitution.
Yeah, the Constitution.
Right?
Yeah,
Sure. Again,
basic
very
basic
central
law,
to libertarian
law and
thinking,
order.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
All right, then that would leave states' rights and the states to legislate a lot of the things that we deal with every single day.
Correct. Some of the things, anyways, that are on the local level that need to be discussed within a common ground. A lot of the infrastructure projects that need to be handled are more local, and municipalities need to handle some of this. A lot of the funding is obviously been extracted from us, from Albany and Washington. But we need to bring that power back to us here in the local community, in the 21st District.
I've got it. 21st District is a big footprint.
It is. It's huge.
It's really Saratoga.
I'm glad to be a part of it, though.
Part of Saratoga all the way up to the border, and then all the way over to like Watertown.
Yeah, it's large. We have a lot of miles ahead of us, but luckily we got a little leeway. We have a year or so.
Yeah, the election, of course, is not this November. It's the next November. And when I asked Chris, I said, well, you're getting out there awful early. His comment was, I wish I'd started earlier. It does take some time.
It does, yeah.
Now, in terms of next steps, if you run as an independent, that's one way you can run, right? But then you have to meet certain criteria to get on the ballot, right? 50,000.
It's 3,500 signatures.
Signatures, right.
So anybody that's not in the Democratic Party or the Republican has a real uphill battle against them to get new ideas out there. Right. That's why we keep hearing the same two ideas over and over. So we have to have something new, and ballot access is important to this campaign. So
Are you going to seek the Libertarian endorsement?
Yeah, and I'm hoping that I get it. I have a strong feeling that I will, as well as the support from all across the district and the New York Party. So
yeah, I've got it. Well, Chris, best of luck to you. A lot of miles between now and the following November. But you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you, brother.
Bring us up to date on what you're doing, and let's keep this dialogue going, because I think what Chris is saying is really true. All politics is local, and the best way to understand what it means is to talk to the candidates who are directly involved with those decisions. So, Chris, great to have you in again.
Thank you,
I'll
Jesse.
see you soon.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.
Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.